So this is every book that they had to offer.
Yeah, I have them all.
So what's in there? What are we looking at?
Well, let's see. This was on the very first show. It's the Career Compendium. This takes all the careers that they've, in each book they've put, half a dozen careers.
Okay.
That has to do with the section that they're talking about, the book.
So that's the latest and greatest.
Yeah, they've taken all that out of there and put it in there. This is all the different things you can be.
Is that from the Black Library, or is that from?
No, this one's actually from Fantasy Flight. This is one of the first.
New.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones. There's another one in here. There's a Fantasy Flight one as well. They were the first two.
So how does it play? Does everything gets compared to D&D? Not necessarily 4th edition, because I don't know how to play that. But how does it compare to the old D&D?
It's different. The way it's played is a lot different. But it's still that era. Of course, it's in the Warhammer world. It's got all the history that, from the miniature game that's developed over the years.
So it's got chaos and escape.
Just about everything in there.
And all that other stuff. And Tomb Kings, I think. There's Tomb Kings book.
It's in here somewhere.
So all in all, what do you think? What do you think of it? Would you play it?
Well,
you must like it.
As much money as I've invested in it. But you really need the main rule book. This one's a cool one. That way you can get rid of having to buy all these books but still have the careers. Let's see. The main rule book was, now that I'm going to look for a price, I'm not going to find it, of course. But I'm wanting to say it was $40 or $50, which is, I think, pretty normal for a role-playing game anymore.
Yeah.
The way I always looked at it, in a role-playing game, $40, $50, how many hours of enjoyment am I going to get out of that small investment? Yeah. That's the way I look at it. People go out and they buy DVDs of a new movie. It's $20.
It's the price of a video game, to tell you the truth.
Right.
$50 is the same price of a video game. So.
And you're going to play that video game until you beat it, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Or this, you can keep going and keep going and keep going. So I suggest the main book, the Career Compendium. They have the Old World Bestiary, which is basically your monster manual. So you kind of want this. There is some monsters in the main book, but this gives a better rundown. You have your Old World Armory. It's pretty much the shopping spree. You don't really need it. There's stuff in there in the main rule book, and if you've got any kind of imagination, you can come up with supplies and look at the rates that are in the main rule book and figure it out. But it is a good one to have. Plundered Vaults, I believe, is I believe this one's a adventure book, so you really don't need that. Realms of Sorcery is a
is it a demon in the front?
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Don't let the D&D parents see this.
I'll burn it.
Yeah. This is a magic. You've got your compendium. This, it's got some adventures in it and more information from your when the first book came out. It was one of the first ones out. So some of the stuff that didn't make it in the main rule book, you don't necessarily need it.
A lot of these are out of, almost all of these are out of print now. So your best bet is if you wanted to hit the eBay maybe.
No, you can still get them all.
Can you still get them?
Fantasy Flight's going to be selling all these.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so they're not gone. You can still get them.
You can still get all this stuff.
Okay.
Actually, in most of the game stores, actually, here's one of the Fantasy Flight ones. That's how you can tell if it's one of the new books or if it's one of the old. It'll have the FF on it. This is the one that came out with the compendium. This one's Organizations of the Old World. Fluff. This gives you more Assassin's Guilds or stuff like that. So you
the
can
one with the hot vampire chick.
make a little bit of more depth. Vampires.
Okay.
Vampire counts. Well, this is your book. Realm of the Ice Queen. I believe this is the Northern Lands. Oh God, what's it called? Up above the Empire, there's the Sea of Claws, and then
Isn't that where Chaos hangs out?
yeah,
Okay.
up above that's where Chaos is.
Okay.
Let's see, 1,000 Thrones. This is basically a big campaign, or a group of small adventures. You can run it as individual adventures, or put it together as one big campaign.
Do you like playing the pre-generated campaigns?
I am the type of a DM, I don't need it to be pre-generated for me. I could take the main rule book. Well, here's a prime example of how I do it. I was this way with Riffs. I had every book that they had. I had every rule book or book that they had put out, and I was just getting burned out. Everybody was coming to me, and they were expecting me to play every night of the week, and I just got tired of it. So I sold all the books to Handyman Jim. I kept the main rule book and the monster manual, and that's all I needed. I buy the books just to read the history and what they have to do with it. Now, sometimes I'll use some of the information, sometimes I won't. I know some people, they have to have an adventure in front of them.
If I'm running stuff, I like to have it, and I haven't run stuff in a long time, but I like to have a good module, because it spares you the time.
Yeah.
So you just open the thing up, and, all right, we're ready to go. Everything's here in front of me.
I can do it both ways. I can have the module sitting there, and if you guys go out the exit and go into left
Go off
field,
the tracks.
I can keep going. I don't have to have that module. I may take the pieces out of it and throw it out there into left field, and you guys will still do it regardless. So, it just depends on the style of play. Lure the Lich King. This is Tomb Kings. Tomb of Corruption, Chaos.
Oh, okay.
Knights of the Grail, I believe this is Bretonia. Forces of Nuln.
This was the adventure.
Yeah. There's a 7-part adventure, A Guide to Nuln. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. I can't pronounce any of the stuff that they've got. Nuln. Scores of plot seeds, pre-generated characters, Dwarves. Barony of the Damned. It's an adventure. A set of adventures. Terror in Talbheim. I think that's how they say it. I know you guys are going to kill me on these pronunciations. It's another adventure set in the Empire. Altdorf. Another Empire. More adventures. The Border Princes. This is down below the Empire. Renegade area, I guess is what you could call it. A free-for-all area. If you're strong enough to take a patch of land and keep control of it, it's yours.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's could be some really good cutthroat adventures. Middenheim, more adventures and source material for the Empire.
I'm really impressed that they managed to do all these in hardcover. Wow.
Yes, and a couple of them they went to softcover, and it really irritated me.
I bet.
Because most of it's nice hardcover books, and then you get one of these softcover that.
I guess it's just cheaper to do a softcover.
Yeah, but give me the option.
Yeah.
I'll pay an extra $10-20 for the hardcover.
I'm really impressed by that.
I mean, this book is going to last a lot longer than this. You can't bend that. I carry all my stuff in one big book bag, like a wheeled thing. They move around inside there. This is going to get bent up. I try to put it in between two hard bounds. A soft, a hard, a soft, a hard, a soft, just to try to protect it. But Children of the Horned Rat. Skaven.
Skaven. Hey, that's my army. Skaven.
And here's the last one. I really didn't like this. Tomb of Salvation. This is religion.
Oh, okay. It's religion in the role-playing in the old world. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was never into putting religion into a role-playing game.
What do you do for clerics?